Hi guys. Hello and welcome to Storytime with Tamaryn and Ted. I hope you're doing well today. It's been another lovely sunny day, so I hope that you've been enjoying the sunshine as much as you can. Ted and I are joined in the studio as usual with Yusuf the unicorn and Mr. Robin. So hi Dean, hi everyone. So exciting times, isn't it, Ted? Yeah, actually it is. What's happened is we opened up story time for children to be for adults too, and also for you guys to submit your original work. And guess what? We've got another piece. We did one yesterday. We did a lovely dramatic story by Benjamin Bonner. And today we have a poem by Penny Day. Hi, Penny. Big fan of your work. Yeah, well, me too. So I'm going to start reading Penny's poem. And as we have a poem, I think I'll read a bit of other poetry as well, just because I'm here and I like to read with you guys. But yeah, I'm really excited about this. I think this is the start of something really cool of us kind of sharing our work, as well as kind of listening to more famous poetry and stories as well. So I've popped in the, I guess, description or whatever of the email that I've created so that you can submit your stuff as well, because we've got like 18,000 people in this group. So, you know, your stuff's going to get read out to loads of people. Okay. So I hope you're sitting, lying, standing, rolling comfortably. And this is called Together Apart by Penny Day. When the world's in eerie silence, when each day is spent at home, when friends nearby seem distant and we can't share a hug on the phone, when reality feels dreamlike and the future's so unknown, and families need feeding and loved ones die alone, when loneliness sits beside us and next to him sits fear, when home's not as safe as it should be or old demons within us appear, when mothers-to-be go for scans on their own and fathers wait out in the car, when grandparents long for their little ones and 2 meters seems so very far. That's when nurses leave families to be by the stranger's bedside, and volunteers make phone calls to comfort a suffering mind. That's when neighbours leave parcels for those they barely know, and applause rings out on Thursdays, and windows are lined with rainbows. That's when hotels offer refuge, Christmas lights go up in spring, birds sing louder, rivers clear, we lean from our windows and sing. When teachers go on for the students still there, and shelf stackers don't miss a beat, and we pass by each other on hour-long walks, and we wave from across quiet streets. That's when theatre appears on TV screens, and charities work extra hard, and we give, though we're struggling to do ourselves, and the care homes receive greetings cards. And in all this, there's something that fills us with hope that the world might have learned something now, and it's that thought that helps us to cope. It's hope for a better tomorrow that lifts our broken hearts. Who would have thought such togetherness could emerge when we're so far apart? The end. Oh, Penny. That could have gone on and on. And it was lovely. And it was all so true. I think we've all seen all of that. We've seen it either on Facebook, on the news, or we're doing it ourselves. You know, I know so many people volunteering, so many people trying to lift each other's spirits. You know, we're really in the thick of it now, aren't we? It's week 4 in the isolation house, and I was doing all right, but this week has been weirder. It's like I'm in a really comfortable prison. It's really, really odd. Thank you so much for that poem. It's really it might be quite nerve-wracking sending in your original work and having people listen to it. And I hope I did it justice. I'm sorry, I totally bumbled through that line, but we got there in the end. Yeah, I really, really enjoyed that. I enjoyed that it was sad. You're recognizing what's going on, but you know, you equally filled us with the hopeful things that are happening too. And I must say, you know, what's been going on has really it's made me fall back in love with humanity a little bit. I was struggling for a while, especially with all the work I was doing with Extinction Rebellion and all that. It can be quite dark, and you feel like you're up against so much and people that don't care and whatever, you know. But seeing everyone come together the way that they have it's been amazing. So I'm really grateful for that. Hi, Jens. Yeah, so hey, look, that's what we've had submitted today from the public. So yes, big applause for Penny. And now I can just read a few other bits that are, you know, from slightly more well-known authors. Hi, Mirabelle. Oh, blast from the past. Hi, Roberta. Mirabelle was in the same drama group as me down in Bournemouth when I was a kid. And she was a few years younger than me. Still is a few years younger than me. But it's funny. We're all grown up now, aren't we? Hope you're well. So I've read from a few of these books, and I haven't finished them, and they're great books for everyone, not just for kids. We've got the Christopher Robin verse book, which is really sweet. Hi, Ben. And I've got another one too. So yeah, let me have a go with one of these. Let's see. Oh, I'm throwing books everywhere. There's literally, I love it, in my flat there's just books everywhere because I've been trying to look for plays and stories and all sorts of different things to read you guys. Oh, interesting. Ted. Yes. Well, look, there's a poem here called Teddy Bear. Is there? Yes. Oh, right. Yeah. Well, you know, me and Ted were having a discussion before because obviously Ted wanted to maybe start doing TED Talks. Yes. Well, I haven't written one yet. No, and he's not quite ready to do that yet, which is absolutely fine. Sometimes, you know, new projects take time, and in isolation, we might not have the energy to start something new and big. However, there's a poem here called Teddy Bear, Ted. What do you think about reading that? Oh, let me see. Teddy Bear. A pair. However, it's quite long. Yes, it is quite long. Maybe we'll take turns in doing the verses. What do you think? Yeah. Actually, that sounds good. Teamwork makes the dream work. Yes, Ted. Yes, it does. All right. Well, let's have a go with this then, shall we? Yes. All right. Bear with me. I haven't done much reading in public before. No, well, I'm sure that these people are very nice and non-judgmental. And, you know, they deal with me going slightly mad, so I'm sure they won't mind if you fluff a few lines. Oh, okay, yes, that's a fair point. Okay, let's do it. Okay, so this is Teddy Bear. Do you want to start? Oh, yes, all right. Okay. A bear, however hard he tries, grows tubby without exercise. Our teddy bear is short and fat, which is not to be wondered at. He gets what exercise he can by falling off the ottoman, but generally seems to lack the energy to clamber back. Very good, Ted. I enjoyed that. I'll do the next verse. Oh, this wig is annoying. Yes, I know. I'm glad I took it off. Now, tubbiness is just the thing which gets a fellow wondering, and Teddy worried lots about the fact that he was rather stout. He thought, do you want to do that? If only I were thin, but how does anyone begin? He thought, it really isn't fair to grudge me exercise and air. Oh, this is how we'll do it. You say the lines. Yeah, good. For many weeks he pressed in vain his nose against the window pane, and envied those who walked about, reducing their unwonted stout. None of the people he could see is quite, he said, as fat as me. Then, with a still more moving sigh, I mean, he said, as fat as I. Now Teddy, as was only right, slept in the ottoman at night, and with him crowded in as well more animals than I can tell. Not only these, but books and things, such a kind relation brings, old tales of once upon a time, and history retold in rhyme. One night it happened that he took a peep at an old picture book, wherein he came across by chance the picture of a king of France, a stoutish man, and down below these words, King Louis so-and-so, nicknamed the Handsome. There he sat, and think of it, the man was fat. Page turn, sorry, bear with us. Our bear rejoiced like anything to read about this famous king, nicknamed the Handsome. There he sat, and certainly the man was fat, nicknamed the Handsome. Not a doubt the man was definitely stout. Why then, a bear, for all his tub, might yet be named the Handsome Cub. Might yet be named. Or did he mean that years ago he might have been? For now he felt a slight misgiving. Is Louis so-and-so still living? Fashions in beauty have a way of altering from day to day. Is handsome Louis with us yet? Unfortunately, I forget. Next morning, nose to window pane, the doubt occurred to him again. One question hammered in his head. Is he alive or is he dead? Thus, nose to pane, he wondered. But the lattice window, loosely shut, swung open. With one startled, "Oh!" our Teddy disappeared below. There happened to be passing by a plump man with a twinkling eye, who, seeing Teddy in the street, raised him politely to his feet, and murmured kindly in his ear soft words of comfort and of cheer. "Well, well, allow me, not at all. Tut, tut, a very nasty fall." Our Teddy answered not a word. It's doubtful if he even heard. Our bear could only look and look. The stout man in the picture book, that handsome king. Could this be he, this man of adiposity? Impossible, he thought, but still, no harm in asking. Yes, I will. Are you, he said, by any chance, His Majesty, the King of France? The other answered, I am that, bowed stiffly and removed his hat, then said, Excuse me, with an air, but is it Mr. Edward Bear? And Teddy, bending very low, replied politely, Even so. Another page turn. Very long poem. They stood beneath the window there, the king and Mr. Edward Bear, and, handsome, if a trifle fat, talked carelessly of this and that, then said his Majesty, Well, well, I must get on, and rang the bell. Your bear, I think, he smiled. Good day, and turned and went upon his way. A bear, however hard he tries, grows tubby without exercise. Our teddy bear is short and fat, which is not to be wondered at. But do you think it worries him to know that he is far from slim? No, just the other way about. He's proud of being short and stout. The end. Oh, I thought that was absolutely marvellous. Ted, I must say you did very well at reading with everybody watching you. Well done. I really... I applaud you. A very tiny, pathetic applause there for you, Ted. Really, really well done. What a fun poem. I hadn't picked that before just now. And this brings me to a very important point, actually. Someone posted on my Facebook about how our bodies might change a little bit in this time of isolation. And do you know what, Ted? I think that poem has a really good message. And I think it extends to what's happening right now. You know, sometimes it's hard to either get out and do the exercise you might want to do, or to feel like you even want to do any exercise because you're going through quite a stressful period of time. And I just want to say to anyone who might be like me, not exercising every day, doing a bit of comfort eating, feeling like they might have their body might have changed a little bit, let's just remember that it's okay, and this isn't forever, and it's our body, and our body doesn't define who we are. Right, Ted? Right. Yes. So there you go. I've said my piece. I shall remove myself from the soapbox and get back to perhaps reading another poem. Do you feel good for reading, Ted? Yes, I feel like I'm one step closer to doing a TED Talk. So watch this space. Good times. All right. I'm going to pop you on your pillow for a minute, Ted. Oh, all right. He likes it there. It's fine. Now, what can I read next? What have I got in my cave of wonders? So, in this group, there's been parties every Friday night. And on the first party, the I'm Stuck at Home, whatever it's called party, I read from this really cool 70s psychedelic book. Because it's all about these insects and creepy crawlies and creatures going to a ball. And while we're all stuck inside, obviously nature is just absolutely loving it. Hi, Renee. So yeah, it's all about that. And the thing is that it's got the most amazing illustrations. So let me just show you one of the illustrations. Look at her. That is, there's three of them: Esmeralda, Serafina, and Camilla, caterpillars. Now, maybe you don't like caterpillars. Maybe they're a little bit creepy crawly, but you know, those are some beautiful caterpillars. I mean, look at her parasol. So chic. Anyway, so this is Esmeralda, Serafina, and Camilla. Esmeralda, Serafina, and Camilla, each a glad and glorious caterpillar, a live mosaic of orange, green, and gold. What silks they wear, what gorgeous bags they hold, but oh, they're slow. Yet safe if they're unseen by any hungry crow or other airborne wretch. Creeping through grasses and the purple vetch, almost as soundless as the bindweed twining among the flowers, with smiling sunlight shining through their enchanted parasols. With happy sighs, all three are whispering of that dream come true, when there'll be different beauties, butterflies. Belles of the ball they hope to be. Oh, do please introduce me to that lovely caterpillar. All caterpillars have the hugest appetite, so Esmeralda, Serafina, and Camilla can hardly wait to join the feast tonight. Love it. I like a caterpillar. I don't like worms. Hi, Amanda. Hi, Malvina. Amanda joins us from America, from San Diego. She's a cool American. Yes, I don't like worms, but I do like caterpillars. I respect worms, I just don't want to hang out with them. But with a caterpillar, I would place it upon my hand, have a little conversation, watch it wriggle around, and I think I prefer them because they're furry, aren't they? Worms are all... Now, who likes bees? I do. I like bees very much. This is Lizzie Bee. I mean, get a look at that. Absolutely incredible. These are all oil paintings that are, yeah, I don't know. They're just very fancy paintings. So this is Lizzie Bee. Flowers hold for honeybees drops of purest nectar, and Lizzie Bee, of all the bees, is the busiest collector. Humming to herself for hours, Lizzie visits many flowers. Honeysuckle, thyme and clover, yellow pollen powders over Lizzie's legs as round she goes, probing into every rose. Lizzie knows where the sweetest nectar lies. Oh, today a big surprise. Not a single flower will see anything of Lizzie bee. Today's her happy holiday. She deserves one at least. She's left the hive to buzz away with loads of honey for the feast. Yes, okay, I see it now. You can see there, she's got her pails of honey that she's taking to the ball. What's your favourite insect? Do you like ladybirds? I like ladybirds. I love big, fat, fluffy bumblebees. There's loads of bumblebees on my balcony with me at the moment. They're enjoying all the flowers that are out. Oh, froggy. Ooh, that's a nice painting. Let's do this one because the painting's so nice. A hummingbird. Pretty sure that's a hummingbird, right? With a top hat. I mean, how else are you gonna, dress? Obviously, he's wearing a top hat. And he's fishing, because he's a kingfisher. Yes. Okay, waiting for a bite. There on the bridge in the middle of the day are several of the guests who've come a long way. The sun's overhead, the shadows are shorter, and someone says, "Look, who's that by the water?" That's Mr. Kingfisher. He's a splendid sight, but looks as if he's waiting and waiting for a bite. Unlike us, he wasn't invited to the ball. So just to cheer him up, they gave him a loud call. But blue Kingfisher, brightest, bluest bird, hears what they're saying, but answers not a word, and waiting for a bite, he may be there all night. Let him wait and wish. If you take a look, you can find a fish that he'll never hook. Take a careful look. P.S. P.S. The fish he won't catch, you can easily see outlined up above in the boughs of the tree. What? I don't know what they're talking about. How can a fish be in a tree? Answer me that. Hello, Harriet. How can a fish be in a tree? The fish he won't catch, you can easily see outlined up above in the boughs of the tree. I can't see a fish. Can you see a fish? No. Don't know what they're on about. Right, I'll do one more poem, not from here, but if you want to check this amazing book out, it's called The Butterfly Ball. One more poem. Let's see. Ah, yes. I'm going to indulge you all now in my favourite poet. Well, I'm not very well versed. Get it? Sorry, I'm not very well versed in poetry. But I do know that I like Rumi. I know that. He is a Sufi poet, very old poet. And he talks a lot about love and the nature of our spirit and, kind of thinking about what we really are, like the material world versus the spiritual aspect of us, if you believe in all that woo-woo, hooey, magooey stuff. I do. I just feel like we're more than our material selves. I think things are... Hello, Summer. Things are too weird, aren't they, and magical sometimes, and why are we here? Come on. What? I don't know. Anyway, I'm just going to pick a random one. I've just got the Rumi kind of website. So here's one. These spiritual window shoppers who idly ask, "How much is that?" "Oh, I'm just looking." They handle 100 items and put them down, shadows with no capital. What is spent is love and 2 eyes wet with weeping. But these walk into a shop and their whole lives pass suddenly in that moment, in that shop. Where did you go? Nowhere. What did you have to eat? Nothing much. Even if you don't know what you want, buy something to be part of the exchanging flow. Start a huge, foolish project like Noah. It makes absolutely no difference what people think of you. Well, that was pretty good, wasn't it? It's true though, isn't it? And like now, it's like, I can see that in myself. I could do nothing, but instead I decided to do story time. Even if it's rubbish, it's, you know, what have you got to lose? And I don't care what people think of me. Well, I still do sometimes, but I'm caring less and less. And that's a good place to be. So thanks for that, Rumi. Okay, I don't know if this is all one poem. Ooh. I'll just read and not talk anymore. I died from minerality and became vegetable. And from vegetativeness I died and became animal. I died from animality and became man. Then why fear disappearance through death? Next time I shall die, bringing forth wings and feathers like angels. After that, soaring higher than angels. What you cannot imagine, I shall be that. Soul receives from soul that knowledge, therefore not by book nor from tongue. If knowledge of mysteries come after emptiness of mind, that is illumination of heart. If thou wilt be observant and vigilant, thou wilt see at every moment the response to thy action. Be observant if thou wouldst have a pure heart, for something is born to thee in consequence of every action. I said, Thou art harsh, like such a one. No, he replied, that I am harsh for good, not from rancour and spite. Whoever enters saying, This I smite him on the brow. For this is the shrine of love, O fool, it is not a sheepcote. Rub thine eyes, and behold the image of the heart. Make yourself free from self at one stroke. Like a sword, be without trace of soft iron. Like a steel mirror, scour off all rust with contrition. Well, I think those are just collections of quotes, I'm not sure. But this is a poem here of it in its own entirety now. A star without a name. When a baby is taken from the wet nurse, it easily forgets her and starts eating solid food. Seeds feed a while on ground, then lift up into the sun. So you should taste the filtered light and work your way toward wisdom with no personal covering. That's how you came here, like a star without a name. Move across the night sky with those anonymous lights. This is all Rumi. Oh, 2 minutes. I shall do one more, and then I shall go away. Ooh. Okay, I'll do this one. Gone to the unseen. At last you have departed and gone to the unseen. What marvellous route did you take from this world? Beating your wings and feathers, you broke free from this cage. Rising up to the sky, you attained the world of the soul. You were a prized falcon trapped by an old woman. Then you heard the drummer's call and flew beyond space and time. As a lovesick nightingale, you flew among the owls. Then came the scent of the rose garden, and you flew off to meet the rose. The wine of this fleeting world caused your head to ache. Finally, you joined the tavern of eternity. Like an arrow, you sped from the bow and went straight for the bullseye of bliss. This phantom world gave you false signs, but you turned from the illusion and journeyed to the land of truth. You are now the sun. What need have you for a crown? You have vanished from this world. What need have you to tie your robe? I've heard that you can barely see your soul, but why look at it at all? Yours is now the soul of souls. Oh, heart, what a wonderful bird you are. Seeking divine heights, flapping your wings, you smash the pointed spears of your enemy. The flowers flee from autumn, but not you. You are the fearless rose that grows amidst the freezing wind. pouring down like the rain of heaven, you fell upon the rooftop of this world. Then you ran in every direction and escaped through the drain spout. Now the words are over, and the pain they bring is gone. Now you have gone to rest in the arms of the beloved. That was called In the Arms of the Beloved. There you are, it's 7 o'clock. I shall end now. I shall stop saying words at you. I didn't think I'd bang on for this long. I've obviously enjoyed myself. Obviously need to talk. I've already spoken to 3 people today, but I guess we just need to talk as much as we need to talk to people. It's been an absolute pleasure and delight from me, Ted, from Yusuf the Unicorn, and from Mr. Robin. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you have any short stories, if your kids have written anything, I'd love to read out some of your stories, guys. It can be about anything. I'd love to hear. I'd love to read all the weird imaginings going on in your brain. So please do email me. I've written down the email there, storytimewithtamaryn@outlook.com. All right, I hope you are well. And if you're not well right now, I hope you're okay. And I hope you get better soon. Okay, lots of love.